Did you know where most plant metabolism takes place? Which tissues are involved in synthesis and storage of food products? What is the main tissue that provides the mechanical support for the plant to keep reaching the sunlight? This is the cross-section of the plant from different parts of the plant, which are leaves, stem and root. Can you see which tissue presents majority of the plant? Yes, the ground tissue. The ground tissues in green color fill the space between the epidermis in red color and vascular bundle in purple color. Ground tissues can be categorized as three types, which are parenchyma, chlorenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma cells are the most common tissue in a plant. They are relatively simple and undifferentiated cells. They have thin cell walls, retain their protoplasm that carry out metabolic processes such as photosynthesis, digestion, and respiration. They are isodiametric cells which are oval, spherical, or polygonal in shape. They can be formed into the cortex and pit of stems. Mesophyll cells, the photosynthetic tissue layer within the epidermis of the leaves. Spongy mesophyll allows the gas exchange since it has intercellular spaces, while palisade mesophyll has more abundant chlorophyll and located under the upper epidermis layer, which can maximize the capture of sunlight for photosynthesis and can produce sugar. Other than acting as storage of excess energy in the form of starch, it also takes on the role of growing to cover wounds and replace other tissues lost through physical trauma or disease. This is important to prevent invaders from entering and killing the plant. They also form the cortex of roots, the pulp of fruits, and the endosperm of seeds. Endosperm is able to provide nutrients for embryonic plant until it's able to photosynthesize on its own. Next ground tissue is chlorenchyma. They are closely related to parenchyma, although they have irregular thickenings in their primary cell walls. They remain alive at maturity. They are much longer than parenchyma cells from the polygonal cross-section view. They also lack of intercellular spaces and secondary cell walls. The function of chlorenchyma is mainly in providing mechanical support to the plant. It can support of the growing regions of shoots, roots, and leaves, since it's not restraining growth due to lacking of secondary cell walls and absence of hardening agent in their primary walls. It also supports young plant. These cells are found in expanded leaves, petioles, and near the apex of stems. Next, chloronchyma cells. They have thick and non-elastic secondary cell walls containing lignin. Since they mature as dead cells, they do not have nucleus. They also lack of intercellular spaces and vacuoles. Their function is known in supporting and strengthening the expanding tissues. The example of expanding tissues of the plant are mature roots, stem, and leaves. There are two types of sclerenchyma cells, which are distinguished by their shape and grouping: sclerates and fibers. Sclerates have various shapes, short, and can exist as a single cell or in small group of cells. They have thick and lignified secondary cell walls. The fiber. They exist singularly or in bundles. Their shape are elongated and slender. Sclerates are also known as stone cells, are found in the flesh of pears where they give the gritty texture. This is the SEM micrograph of outer layer of sclerate cells, display that they are very rigid and have tough structure. The hard coat of macadamia seed is made up of this type of sclerenchyma. Fibers arise from extension of differentiated parenchyma cells. The name of fibers are determined by their location within the plant tissues. For example, xylem fibers and phloem fibers. Commercially, fibers are classified according to their strength, which are hard fibers and soft fibers.